Like when I was growing up as a kid, I don't think I ever heard the word entrepreneurship once. There was no such thing as entrepreneurship. I mean, there was, but it wasn't like a word that people were saying out loud. Basically, it was business, right? And if you wanted to go into business, you go to college, maybe you get an MBA, and then hopefully you get a job at General Foods or General Motors or Procter & Gamble or Boston Consulting or or Morgan Stanley or someplace like that. There was no kind of thinking or incentivization around the idea of like striking out. If you were going to strike out on your own and start your own business, that was like, oh, you're going to have a sandwich shop or something.
Or you failed, you didn't get the job, so this is sort of your backup plan.
And the internet didn't exist, so the capacity to like scale anything was impossible without capital and all the things now that has been democratized in no small part because of Shopify and the tools that you make available to people, which has changed everything. And I was so myopic. I was at Stanford in the late 1980s when all of this was being born around me.
Right there.
And I was disinterested. Like it never occurred to me while I had classmates dropping out to go start their businesses. I thought they were insane. It's like I'm very late to this party and somebody who became an entrepreneur, in the later decades, but the world is very different now. And now being an entrepreneur is sort of this aspirational kind of rock star thing.
Yeah,